This is a public service announcement. Due to the ugliness of the Google Pixel 3 XL's notch, you will see no notch during the duration of this video review in order to safeguard your eyes. Thank you and enjoy the video. Hey, what's up guys, Adam Lobo here and you're watching Adam Lobo TV. If you guys are new, hello and welcome. Do consider subscribing to my channel as I release high quality tech videos very frequently here in this channel, which is super duper honest. And if you're returning as a subscriber, you awesome. Now just before I start this review, I want to let you guys know why they have chosen to review the Google Pixel 3 instead of the bigger variant of the XL. Well, first of all, if you guys follow me on this whole entire channel and of course on Instagram as well, you guys know that I'm not a big fan of the notch. And throughout this video, I'll also let you guys know why that I prefer the regular Google Pixel 3 instead of the XL. Now first and foremost, I'd like to say thank you to the guys from DirectD for sending out this review unit. Now the unboxing process of the Google Pixel 3 is slightly different from the Google Pixel 2 or the XL, as the box comes in white with the visuals of the phone right in front, Google Pixel 3 on the top right, and the Google logo on the top left. Then looking at the back of the box, there is the hashtag Team Pixel with a green background. Now lifting up the box in front, you'll immediately see the phone inside. And underneath that, you'll find few boxes which has the SIM ejector pin, the Get Started guide, and some Google stickers. Then there's a newly included USB-C headphones, nice, a USB-C to USB-C cable, a USB-C to USB-A dongle, and a 3.5mm headphones to USB-C dongle. And last but not least, the charging adapter. Now let's talk about the insides of the Pixel 3. There is the Qualcomm Snapdragon 845 chipset. There's 4 gigs of RAM on the Pixel 3, which in 2018 is quite questionable. And then there's 2 options of storage, which is 64 gigs of storage and 128 gigs. And what's cool is there is the unlimited photo storage on Google Photos at the original photo quality, which Google is also packaging together with the Pixel 3 devices, and the phone has Bluetooth 5.0 and it's shipped with the latest Android 9.0 Pie. Now Google has decided to launch the Pixel 3 in 3 colors this year, cheekily naming just black, clearly white, and not pink. Now I couldn't get my hands on the review unit of my favorite color, which is white, so what I have right here is in black. Now as for build quality, the Pixel 3 is designed to fit very well in your hand, and being a smaller device, there isn't a need for us to do any hand acrobatic movements to reach the notification shade. Now at the back of the device, there is a soft touch finish which improves the handling of the device, which makes this phone a lot less slippery than the other glass back phones. But it's a super scratch magnet where you might create little scuffs at the back, especially if you have a ring on your finger, which you can always wipe off easily, but that's definitely something worth mentioning. Now as for the design, it looks so much same like last year's phone, so I was really not impressed, as it made the phone look really outdated. While I understand that Google is a software company, I think it's about time that they hired a proper phone designer for the newer Pixel phone releases. Now as for the phone's I/O, the Pixel 3 comes with a USB-C port at the bottom together with the SIM card ejector slot. And yes, gone is the headphones jack. Now the power button and the volume button is on the right side of the device, where the power button gets a little color accent where the clearly white version has mint, and it's in orange for the not pink variant. Now looking at the phone's display, here's one of the more obvious areas where the Pixel 3 differs from the Pixel 3 XL. While the internals for both of the devices are the same, the Pixel 3 sports a smaller 5.5 inch compared to a 6.3 inches on the XL, and the Pixel 3 comes with a lower resolution of 1080p by 2160 pixels compared to the higher of the 1440 by 2960 on the XL. But my biggest gripe about the XL screen is the fact that it was less symmetrical than the non-XL, so as a perfectionist, it really bugged me, so I went with the normal Pixel 3. Now back to the screen again, it's manufactured by LG for the Google Pixel 3 as compared to the Pixel 3 XL screen, which is manufactured by Samsung, so the XL screen looks a bit more pleasing. However, in terms of the color or the screen performance, it's good to know that both the 3 and the 3 XL is quite same when it comes to color and performance, and you have to take my word for it as I've seen both of the devices myself. So watching YouTube and Netflix was great, and yes, you can watch it through Full HD. So yes, good job LG on improving their display technology compared to how bad the Pixel 2 XL screen was last year. And now it's time to talk about the Pixel device's best-in-class camera performance, and the Pixel 3 doesn't disappoint. Now sticking with its strength, Google has decided to omit the secondary shooter at the back due to its amazing camera software optimization to produce some amazing shots. So specs wise, the rear camera comes with a 12.2 megapixel lens with f1.8 aperture with optical image stabilization and dual pixel PDAF, and along with its amazing HDR plus processing, Google has also introduced a couple new tricks in their camera app as well. First, there's Top Shot, where it uses a machine learning which allows for processing the frames before and after the shutter was pressed to find a better image. And of course, this should mean that there is no more closed eyes, halfway sneezes, or maybe even creating horns behind someone. Then there's also Nightside, where although the update has not arrived here in Malaysia for the Pixel 3, I've managed to download the APK online, which I will link down at the description below, which also apparently works for previous Pixel devices, so make sure to check out the link down there. Now in this mode, it gives you the best nighttime shots by combining photos with different exposures to give you the nicest result. Now another cool feature is the photo booth feature, where it automatically takes a photo if your guys are smiling or giving certain facial expressions. Then there's Playground with some AR additions, which I think it's something which you might not use from a day-to-day usage, but it's kinda cool. Now other than those features, the overall pictures for me is still the best camera on any smartphone out right now. Every time I take a picture with this phone, 5 out of 5 times, I'm almost guaranteed to take a very good picture. The overall dynamic range, it's really amazing with the HDR Plus also built into the camera software. As you guys can see that the total sharpness and the proper white balance is all just perfectly matched without making any additional or any edits after you've taken the photo. Now to answer Bernard Lee 80's question on how the camera quality was in total darkness, I'm not sure why you would take photos in total darkness, but the low light night shots was also really good even without the night mode turned on. Now as for the front facing shooter, we have two lenses this time. One is a 8 megapixel 28mm wide lens with an f1.8 aperture, and the secondary front facing camera is an 8 megapixel 19mm lens with f2.2 aperture, which is perfect for those wide angle selfies, and you can easily switch it in the app as well. So yes, the picture for the front-facing camera is really good, and those wide-angle front shooter is a definite win for any type of selfie shooting conditions. For video, the Pixel 3's rear camera is capable of recording up to 4K UHD 30 frames per second, and there's a really good 1080p video as well, and the front camera shoots at the maximum of 1080p, where the video quality for the phone was really good. Now as for the phone speaker, there's two front-facing stereo speakers which produces very good sound quality, way better than the Pixel 2 XL, and although it's not as loud as the Pixel 3 XL speaker, but the overall quality is just a bit better because on the Pixel 3 XL, one speaker is smaller than the other, which I really don't understand why, since there is a big notch up there. And no, I'm not going to show you the notch.
Yes. Are we sure?
So yes, here's another win for the Pixel 3 than the Pixel 3 XL. Now on the software side, we have the beautiful, snappy, amazing stock Android Pie running the show, and together with the Snapdragon 845 chipset, it's just Now the phone is not a typical high-end gaming phone, but there was no problems running games on the phone, but the phone did feel just a bit warmer after a long gameplay, especially if the screen brightness is turned on to its highest. There are no real complaints over there, but it's still worth mentioning. Now as for the phone's battery, keeping things running is a 2915 mAh of battery. While it's not the biggest capacity in a phone, from my experience it really boils down to the phone's chipset and also the software optimization. And from my test with the adaptive brightness on, I started off the day at 9 AM with 56 minutes of screen usage. Then at 6 PM it was 26% with 3 hours and 41 minutes of screen usage. And then it was at 1% at 8:47 PM with a total of 4 hours and 13 minutes of use. Then with the adaptive brightness turned off, it got me 12% at 12 AM with 4 hours and 4 minutes of use. Now for a battery size of less than 3000 milliamps, that's really good. And speaking of battery, of course, this year there's finally the Qi wireless charging available on the Pixel 3, so that's great. Now like the Pixel 2, other than the pin unlock and also the pattern unlock, there's the fingerprint unlock, which is still in the best position if you ask me on any other smartphone available, no matter how big and small the size is. And something that a lot of people did not mention about the Pixel 3 devices is that it comes with a specially designed Titan M security chip, which helps to keep the phone safe from malicious attack that could alter or harm the device's software. And speaking of software, there's also other cool added features like the Digital Wellbeing, which is an app that allows you to monitor and potentially help reduce your phone's usage to allow you to have a better connectivity with the world around you, and of course by limiting your usage on specific apps. Then there's also the screen calling feature, though it might not work here in Malaysia yet, hopefully soon, because the ability of the Google Assistant to screen your calls for when you can't answer the phone immediately is great to combat spam calls. So to sum it up, the Google Pixel 3 in my opinion still maintains the best when it comes to the camera's performance, because as mentioned, you just can't take a bad picture using this phone. And of course, the stock Android experience is still the best ever on any smartphone which has the Android operating system. So yes, that is to answer your question, Tech Aizat. Now currently I kinda like the Pixel 3 more than the Pixel 3 XL variant because of its nice and compact form factor and it's cheaper, but do let me know what you guys think about the Pixel 3 or the Pixel 3 XL at the comment section below, and which one would you guys choose? Now if you're coming from the Google Pixel 2 XL and wondering whether or not you should switch, well, there's a yes and there's a no. No if taking high quality pictures are not on your priority list, and no if you want a game-centric phone. But yes, you should get this phone if you want the extra front-facing wide lens, wireless charging, brand new processor chip and a better screen, or if your Google Pixel 2 XL screen is currently broken. Now when I did my video review on the Google Pixel 2 XL, you guys asked me where exactly that you guys could get the Google Pixel device since it's not officially sold here in Malaysia. Well, last year I got it from DirectD, and yes, I would still recommend for you guys to get it from there. And they've always updated their lowest prices there frequently, so do check out at the description below. Alright guys, hope you guys found this video helpful, and if you did, be sure to give this video a nice big thumbs up. Like, share and subscribe to Adam Lobo TV if you haven't done so. Don't forget to hit the bell icon just next to it to get notified for my future videos. Thank you so much for watching. This is Adam Lobo, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.